Hey everybody, Gabe Suarez here from Suarez Tactics. So I just got back from teaching a class in Savannah, Georgia. Great class, great group of people, had a lot of fun, really high energy class. And so a lot of questions, which, I usually allow plenty of time for because, I think that's important. And I also think instructors should be able to tell the students why he does something, as opposed to how so many do. They just go, shut up, I know, you don't, just do as you're told. I think that kind of training went away in the 1940s. But anyway, so, one of the questions was why I carry like this, okay? Because this is how I carry all the time. I carry like this summer, winter, fall, whatever. It doesn't make any difference. Summertime, I'll just pull the t-shirt out, wear it out, covering the garment. I may wear a button-down nice shirt, tails out. Wintertime, I'll wear usually a first layer, and then I'll wear, like a polar tech or a hoodie, or something over the top. I like to get a lot of my clothes from a company called Cool, K-U-H-L, because they look good and they're kind of cut for athletic people. So, you have that freedom of movement, and at the same time, you look like you spent some time in the gym, which I think is important. But anyway, so the question was on, why do I carry up here as opposed to other places and so on? Because a lot of people in class were carrying Appendix. A lot of people were carrying in other locations. Now, I did a number of videos on Appendix carry. I don't think I need to rehash that. I mean, you guys are free to look up, those other videos and just kind of check them out for yourself. I think Appendix carry has a great benefit for those that want to conceal. I want to conceal. I don't want my enemies to know I'm carrying until they hear the first shot. I found that carrying in other places, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, all that, they require a great deal of limb articulation to get to them. Very easy to do the covert draw, which I think is so important. And if you are fighting, you're on your back as you fell, or you're in one of those situations like that, it's hard to access things behind your back. It's easy to access things up here. This is also really good. If you're in a crowded environment, you just stand like this, you hold your drink in 2 hands, whatever the case is. You protect your equipment from being bumped into. That's a tactic for the opposition where they will bump into you by accident or just brush past you. If they feel something hard there, well, they know that it's your pistol. And it's not just the pistol. Sometimes guys take great pains to hide their pistols, and they just grab some cheap-ass magazine pouch and stick it on the offside. Well, you know what? Where there's a mag pouch, there's a pistol, okay? So I find that carrying up here, Centerline carry, in other words, as close to my center line as possible, allows for accessibility, protecting, and so on, okay? Now, so what do I use? All right, well, this guy here is a just like a nylon pouch. It's got hooks, or not hooks, but hooks, Velcro, where I can just clip right over the belt. Very easy. It moves with your body, but it doesn't move out of position. The guys that make this are Mastermind Tactical. Also, these are the belts that I use. They're good folks. They make good gear. The holster I use is JM Custom Kydex. It's called the George. I don't get any money from these guys, by the way. I just do this because, I can buy the best stuff out there, and when people ask me what I use, I'll tell you what I use, okay? I'm not going to tell you I use something else when I use something like this, okay? So I order it with a partial sweat guard, okay? I don't like the ones that come all the way up here like this, cut for an optic, because everything that I have generally has an optic on it. And I use these DCC monoblocks. These are very low profile. If you get into loops and some other things, they stick out from the belt a little bit. They give away your position. This is the next best thing to carrying without a holster, okay? So now, if you look at this particular holster, this is cut right here, okay? So it fits in the pants, and there's an accommodation for the quad muscle. If you're any sort of athletic person, I don't know that there's a whole lot that you're going to be able to carry there, in terms of like adding flashlights, adding this, adding that. I think some guys put all that stuff on their pistols, and they put it on, they take a picture for YouTube, and they go, yeah, this is the shit, and then take it off, they put something else on. So, you know, again, some guys will carry like right here in front. That's okay, but I mean, at some point you need to go take a leak or something, and what are you gonna do? Take the whole holster off? And I don't know. You know, I'm not here to, you know, kind of ridicule the folks that carry all that stuff. I don't. What you see is what I carry. You know, if I am going to some place that's a little bit more, shall we say, sporty, I have a 2-mag pouch that I may put in my back pocket in lieu of my wallet, you know, but that's it, you know. All right, now, characteristics of a good appendix carry holster, okay? It has to sit straight up and down. Holsters that have a cant like this are going to dig into your leg. They may be easier to hide for some body types, but they require a very, you know, kind of cockeyed kind of a wrist, okay? So same thing with ones that are canted back. The problem with that is that this will dig the grip into the belt, and then when you reach for it under duress, you'll grab the frame of the pistol and the belt. So what I prefer is straight up and down like this, okay? Too high sitting, you know, in the belt, and it's going to print, you know, through your shirt. Too low, and it's going to be difficult to access. So it needs to sit high enough that you can get the fingers of your hand, okay, right under the grip, all right? And then obviously, you know, the rest of the grip falls into place, all right? Now, when we're talking about appendix carry holsters, they carry very tight up against the body. That's what they're supposed to do there for concealment. And so it's impossible to, not impossible, it takes an extra couple of steps to secure a full and complete firing grip on the pistol while it's in the holster. So instead what I do is I compromise, all right? I keep my thumb this way on the back of the pistol while I extract it from the holster. And then as it comes into its first index point, I roll the thumb over to get in position. This saves me about a half a second in the process of getting the pistol out. All right. So again, centerline carry, easy to protect, easy to hide. The appendix carry holster. Oh, and for centerline carry of magazines, I find that if they're canted backward a little bit, it's easier than if they're canted like this, because, you know, if you carry large magazines like this, a 24 round magazine for the CZ P09, you know, it kind of interferes with your natural body motion and so on. And then the holster, straight up and down carry, and DCC monoblocks, you know, I think it has set the standard for affixing to holsters. Just high enough that you've been able to get your fingers under the in front of the front strap there, and conclude with a draw. Okay. The other thing I'll say is this: this holster, when I ordered it for the P09. All right. There are guys that'll carry a Glock 26 or a Glock 43 or something like that in appendix, and the holsters are about this short. Now the problem is that some pistols are ass heavy, and what will happen is as you move through your day, they start in essence spilling out of the belt. So if you're going to carry a Glock 26 in appendix carry, get a holster for a Glock 19 or a Glock 17. You're going to get a lot more room up at the bottom here, but what that is going to do is going to create leverage to keep that weapon from spilling out over your belt, especially if you've been drinking too much beer and not going to the gym enough, okay? Anyway, that's it. That's how I carry. That's why I carry that way, and this is the equipment that I use. So if you're looking for appendix carry, you know, you have something to start out with. Straight up and down carry, DCC monoblocks. There's absolutely no reason to get anything else. You know, just high enough that you can get the fingers of the hand in front of the grip frame, and you'll be good to go.